Hello everybody, welcome to Mark's Remarks. Today I'm going to be using the last two wraps in the pack. I've been making a bunch of wrap videos for the last few days, although you won't know, I've been staggering them out a little bit so you won't have seen them all together. Okay, now this video is inspired by a viewer called Dave Dump. Now, he asked me to buy some kebab meat. I wasn't able to get the brand that he suggested, but I got some kebab meat from the Farm Foods. It's quite a big pack actually, 600 grams. You get a lot of meat in here. I'm going to be putting this meat in the last two wraps, along with some coleslaw and possibly some whatever else I'm going to find. Anyway, okay, so it's frozen. There you go. That's the packet. That's what I'm going to be using in the kebab. It's going to take 2.5. I think it's pre-cooked, so it's going to take 2.5 minutes, and then another 1.5 minutes. So you get okay. So right, let's put it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. When that's done, I've got to go in there and turn it around, put the outside meat into the middle, this kind of thing. It says in the packet. And right, so that's that. While that's cooking, I'm going to put a couple of slices of processed cheese. This is one of my favourite cheeses because it melts very well. And let's see. I'm going to put 2 slices in here. Now this cheese is just, as you saw, shop brand. It's like £1.15 for 10 slices, which is about the same as most shop brand cheeses. There you go. Put them in a nice little triangle shape there. Right, and as you can see, the two edges of the wrap are right there. If I can get this up. There you go. So when I go to fold it, both tortillas are going to be in the hinge there, so that'll make it a little bit sturdy. Okay, now in a moment I'm going to put the meat across there so it'll melt, and then I'm going to put some coleslaw in there, just to give it some crunch. Okay, the meat's been in there for like 2.5 minutes, and the instructions say to turn it around so the heat gets to all the meat. There you go. It actually looks, I mean, it looks like kebab meat. You know, it doesn't smell quite the same, but it doesn't really smell much of anything, really. But it's funny looking at kebab meat. It's all in neat squares. It's all right angles. You can see, look, it's not like in a shop where it's like, you know, they shave it off a big machine, of a big lump of meat. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that about, and now it goes back in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, and that should be all that we needed. Right, I'll put it, yeah, 1.5 minutes, and then I can judge whether it needs to go in for another few more seconds. I've had a quick taste. I think I want to put it in there for about another 1.5 minutes, just to give it some extra heat. While I'm waiting on that, I think I'll put the tomato in. Okay, I'm gonna, there you go. 1 tomato sliced, as you can see down the length of there. Then I'm going to put the meat on, and then I'm going to be putting the coleslaw on the top, wrapping it up. Right, now the meat is good and hot. And use that. I'm going to place a good amount of meat, if not all the meat, in the wrap. There you go. Now you can see I got this from the freezer shop, but I know that a lot of kebab shops, what they do, they'll actually sell you a packet of meat, or you know, so you don't have to buy a whole kebab if you don't want to. A lot of them will just sell you like half a kebab's worth of meat, if you ask them. And that way, if you want to make your own, like this, then you can do it with real life kebab shop meat. Okay, let me get these sorted here. Next up is the coleslaw. Now I'm going to put a good amount of this, like I normally do, right to the top of the wrap, all the way to the bottom where the hinge is going to be. Put a good amount in there. I mean, because the thing is, you do get vegetables in a kebab from the shop. You know, lettuce and tomato and onion and all that kind of stuff. So this is just the same as doing that, only it's a little bit more sloppy. Okay, fold it over. Go from left to right. Fold the corner in. Go from right to left. There we are. Now this is chunky. Okay, let's have a taste test. Now I tell you, this is one of the heavier wraps that I've made. It's quite some heavy stuff in here. Mm. 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 This is good. And a lot, there you go, I can taste the meat now coming through. And a lot easier to handle than a regular kebab. I don't know if you ever tried eating a kebab like this. You get from the shop, it kind of, you know, it's a bit full, it falls apart. This way, if you want to go to the kebab shop and buy half a kebab's worth of meat, a lot of them will sell it to you. Put it in here. It's a whole lot easier. You can easy with one hand if you need. Mm. Mm. And then, of course, you can put your own stuff in it. Now I'm getting to the cheese. Mm. The cheese is really good. It hasn't quite melted, but it's good. The coleslaw really goes well in this, and the meat is very good. It's not quite the same as the kebab shop, because I don't know, but you know, but it tastes very good. Yeah, if I get the chance, I might go in and you know, get a half a kebab's of meat, worth of meat, and make another one of these. But you know, I've still got a big packet of frozen meat to go. Right. Once that's gone, the cheese and tomato go very well with this. The coleslaw is excellent. Pretty much with any meat, but you know, anything you've got you know, making a wrap of, put some coleslaw. It adds some crunch and some moisture in there. Mm. I mean, kebab meat's probably not the most healthy of meats, but you know, as long as you don't live on it, you'll be fine. Mm. The meat is chewy, and with the double hinge at the bottom, it holds. It doesn't break. You know, it's strong enough to hold everything in. And you know, when I used to make the single wrap versions of this, you know, it was quite easy for the moisture to start soaking through and, you know, it would fall apart. Mm. This is really good. Yeah, try your local kebab shop, see if they'll sell you, you know, because half a kebab, you're probably looking at, you know, a few pounds. But if you don't want a whole kebab, I Oh, especially if I get I've had kebabs in the past. I've got to, put it on a plate and eat it with a knife and fork. It's just all over the place, especially when they start stuffing all the lettuce in there. Anyway, that's that. And thank you to Dave Dump for recommending today's video. Thank you to him. And if you're going to give this a try, let us know in the comments. Let me know what other things you would have put in it, to make it extra special. And thank you for watching.